Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's Druuill. I'm back at you again with another video. Shout out to the Galactic family. Shout out to the Chosen Vessels. Shout out to Peace and Quiet. Look, everybody, smash that like button, smash that share button, and don't forget to subscribe, all right? Let's get right into it, y'all. Let's go. God's children see themselves as being bigger and better than they are, and other people are upset about it. Let's talk about it. You know we're going to. Look here, God's children. I know you all see yourself as better than who you are, and it is driving people insane. People are losing their mind over your favor. God favors you. That's why you love him so much. That's why you feel so close to him. That's why it feels like everybody else around you is godless. And it just seems like they're not on the same type of wavelength as you. People walking around here with crooked demonic spirits, and some of them are evil. All right, some of them need some healing. Some of them need a hug. Some of them need some of them need some health. Some of them need some heart. All right, they need a new heart. They need a righteous spirit. Okay, they need a clean heart, a righteous spirit, and a new mind. All right, I'll be praying for them. But the thing is, they want you to accept what they've accepted for themselves. People will accept life's difficulties and it will make them give up. We aren't going to give up just because life gets difficult. We're not going to give up because life gets hard. If life gets hard, guess what? You have to do it hard or else you won't be doing nothing. So you can either sit and complain, it's hard, it's hard. I rebuke all those statements. It's only as hard as your mind makes it. People get around positive people and want to be negative. They know you are a polar opposite to them. And since they can't reach where you're at, what are they going to try to do? Since they can't reach your level of positivity, of self-worth, of abundance, they can't reach your mindset, so they're going to try to bring you down to theirs because they don't understand how your mind works. All they understand is how to be negative and bring another person down. That's how their mind works. Whatever they don't understand, they have to kill it with their negativity. They have to make you think like them. They got to bite you with the poverty virus. If you walking around, even if you haven't made it to your level of success yet, if you're walking around thinking prosperity, they're going to come try and bite you. They're going, somebody don't got a broke mindset. Somebody don't got that broke stench. What's this new smell? Smell like Burberry. Smell like Polo. Smell like Versace. Smell like it's not me. Smell like success. What you doing around here? Fangs gonna pop out. All right, they're gonna want to infect you with that poverty spirit. See, that's what the devil does. Whatever you work on, the devil will bring people unconsciously around to test you. People are going to test how you feel about yourself. Let's see if he really think he rich. Let's see if she really thinks she rich. You're not rich. Look at you. You got a ripped jean. Your shoes ain't brand spanking new. Where's your car at? Where's your house at? You're not rich. Where's your this at? Where's your that at? You're not rich. Well, it starts off with the mind. It starts off with a thought. I guarantee you, if I think like you, I'll never get there. See, they can't conceptualize having faith towards things that are unseen. They can't conceptualize having faith towards things that aren't seen as though they were. You have to have faith like none other. Your faith has to be as great as Jesus' faith, as Paul's faith, as Peter's faith. You got to have faith. Faith is believing in those things that aren't seen as though they were. You have to believe in the images that you have in your mind's eye. What you see for yourself. That's not a facade. That's not a mirage. Some people think that the images from God, you get flashes of images from God. You get downloads. Some people don't know what to do with those. They don't know that they're supposed to believe in that and take themselves physically to that level with hard work, with trust, with obedience, with faith. You have to trust that God will help you But you have to help yourself first. You got to show God that you want this. God doesn't make miracles happen for just anybody unless you're in dire need of help and you call on him and ask him to help you for emergency purposes. But God's not going to do for you what you can do for yourself. He'll bless you. He'll bring people into your life. God will even bring people into your life. But if you're not ready for it, then you'll miss out on the opportunity every time. That's why he can only do so much. You have to do your part. And you doing your part is seeing yourself being bigger than you already are. Seeing is a part of the manifestation process. Whatever you see for yourself, that's what you will be able to manifest for yourself. Some people only see a little bit. Some people only see what they think they can get with their job. Some people only see what other people get and they cap themselves off at that. Everybody else has a house, everybody has a car, everybody has a family. I got that, I'm good. I shouldn't strive for anything else. I got my basics. And that's good, but some people think that they could take it more than that, take it further than that, so they wait. Some people plan certain things out. Oh, you don't have any this, you don't have any that. I'm choosing to wait to plan things out because I see God has a bigger picture for me. I see that God has a calling on my life. I see what I want to do with my life. And I'm trusting God, and what he's telling me to do is to be patient and to wait, to not rush my process and to not go along with the get along. I don't have to live my life according to the way John, Dick, and Harry are living their life. I'm not John, Dick, or Harry. So however they choose to live their life, that's amazing. I'm pretty sure they are very successful, right? But you'll even have successful people hating on you because you aren't living your life the way they choose to live theirs. You making these people rewrite their whole idea about success. When they get around you, they be sick. They thought they was on a high horse. They thought they was the king. They thought they was the king of kings, the queen of queens. And then they get around you and they realize, oh snap, I could have lived my life totally different. I could have chose to do this thing totally different. Why did I have to compete with everybody else? Why did I have to have this when they had that? Why did I have to start just because I saw them starting? Why did I feel like my life was going to come to an end because I wasn't living the life of all my friends? So now, like, people will compete with people, be in a race with people, and they don't even know where them people is headed. They thought I just thought that I thought he was the epitome of success. I copied him, I followed him. I didn't know he was just going to do nothing for the rest of his life. I didn't know that that's as far he was going to take it. I thought because I thought he was the best person, so I did what he did, and I thought I'd made it. I thought I'd entered the kingdom of heaven because I saw so and so do it, and so got there, and they did that, and I was going to do it too. They look pretty well off. Bruh, that's great and that's amazing. But the thing is, we're not criticizing them. They want to criticize us because we're not going along with the matrix. You're not going along with the common thought. You're not going along with the world mind. You looked at what everybody else did and you're doing the opposite. You are going to stand out. People are going to be watching you. You looked at what every broke person did and said, I'm not going to do that. Even if you made some of those mistakes yourself, you still see what other people are doing that you don't want for yourself, and you're able to look at them and examine them and be like, yo, I don't want that for my life. Because you know what you want. You're able to look at other people and be like, okay, I want that, I don't want that. Everybody else is doing what they see other people do, and they're pressured into following and living their life, following everybody else's life and living everybody else's life by today's standards. They want you to live your life by today's standards. They want you to say, so-and-so is doing this, I'm going to do that too. This person's living their life this way, I'm going to live my life that way. They want you to be in a rat race. They want you to be a hamster in a wheel, just going around in a circle, not getting nowhere. And they want you to go after the same thing that everybody else is going after. They don't want you to be an individual. They don't want you to think for yourself. They don't want you to believe in yourself. And this is just everyday people, but this is the way the system programs everyday people. It's crabs in a bucket syndrome. And they program other people so that way the elites and the people at higher up won't even have to deal with somebody who will change a mind, because by the time that person with their changed mind tries to get to a point where they can help other people change minds, or other people change their mind, depending on where this person is at, they probably got destroyed on their way up by so many negative freaking people. But no, no, no. That's why you have to pray. You can't do this alone. Because if it wasn't for God, man, these people would have, with these narcissistic spirits and all this evil, who knows what would have happened. I'm not speaking anything into existence, because I know I'm a conqueror, and I'd have stumped something. I'd have had the big step on something. I'd have had to step on something. Because if it wasn't no God, only God knows what we would have done. All right, I'm so glad that there's a God, because who knows what chosen ones would have turned into. All right, it wouldn't be, man. We'd have had our own rapture. Something don't seem right. I'm just gonna go with how I feel and what I think is right, and I don't think you need to exist. Yo, man, it would have been a earth cleansing, okay, spiritually. All right, so yo, they don't want you to see more for yourself. They don't want you to see better. They want you to see what they see. If they think that they have to work at this job for the rest of their life, they want you to see that you have to work at a job for the rest of your life too. If they think life is hard, they want you to think that life is hard too. What good does it do for you to accept somebody else's thoughts that's not where you want to be in life? Just think about that. Look at the people who are telling you how to live your life. Look at the people who are telling you the way life goes, and ask yourself, do I want to live like this person? Is that how I want my life to go? No, it's not. So why, just because somebody is telling you something, what makes their voice so important? What makes their opinion that much more valid than yours? I wouldn't believe them if I were you. They are trying to discourage you. A lot of people don't want you to become successful, because they're going to have to live with the fact that they could have made the same choices and the same decisions you made. So they have to gaslight you, make you feel bad about your choices, make you feel like your decisions and your life and the things you're working on is not going to work out, all because you're choosing a different route. You believed in yourself. You believed in your dream. You believed in your goals. You answered God's calling on your life. Everybody has things that they were supposed to be doing. Everybody has beliefs. Everybody wanted to be a painter, an artist, a motivational speaker, a producer, a clothing designer, a hairstylist, a chef, a baker. Everybody wanted to be something, a gymnast, an Olympic swimmer. Everybody wanted to be something, a dirt bike rider, a skateboarder, a BMX rider, an NFL player, a hockey player, a basketball player, a cheerleader, a scientist, a doctor. Everybody wanted to be something, an actor, martial arts expert. Everybody wants to be something. People are lying to themselves because they don't believe in themselves. You got to believe in yourself. You have to know that what you're telling yourself can come true. And it's as simple as that. It's all about what you are going to see for yourself as real. Whether you see yourself not being able to have, whether you make that real, or whether you make real that you can create the reality that you want. Somebody's going to create the reality they want. Why not you? Everybody is successful, it has been where you were, and they were telling themselves what they wanted. This lady was telling herself that checks were coming in the mail instead of her bills. She'd look at the bill and she would program her mind that, wow, this is a nice check. Look at all those zeros. I could buy a new house with this. Over repeating that for several days, several weeks, several months, checks started to come in the mail. It's not something you could do one day. You have to keep doing it repeatedly, and it becomes easier and it becomes more real the more you believe in it. When you tell yourself that you are rich, when you tell yourself that you are prosperous, when you tell yourself that life is easy for you and not hard, you're going to start to create that in your life. But it's all about the repetition, and it's all about how you choose to program your mind. So are you going to let somebody else program your mind? Look at how this person is living their life. People telling you that life is hard. They're making it hard for them. I guarantee you they have some things that they won't give up. I guarantee you they won't give up their time. They won't use their money wisely. They won't do certain things to better themselves, but they want to have complaints and they want to act like what they're saying is valid, but it's not. Because if you make a change in your life, they wouldn't be saying the same things. If they were to make a change in their life, they wouldn't feel that life is hard. If they were to make a change, they would feel that that's just a part of life. Hardness is a part of life. Difficulties are a part of life. You're not going to get out of life without any difficulties. You're not going to get out of life without going through any trials or tribulations, but you get over it and you get through that. It's nothing like overcoming something and then being able to say like, yo, I got through that. I overcame that. And being able to motivate or uplift or put it in somebody else's mind that they could do the same thing. That's what everybody I learned from did for me. Everybody I ever learned from did that for me. All right, I knew that I could become something. I knew that. I said, you know what? I'm going to become something. I could just feel it that I was successful, and and this was at a young age that I was different from other people. I'm riding a bus with other people, knowing in the back of my mind that I didn't know how, but I knew some way, somehow, that I would become successful, and I would be rich, and I'd have a nice big home, and I'd have everything that I ever wanted. And you can too. It's all about what you tell yourself when you wake up in the morning. What are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself today's going to be a good day? Or are you telling yourself that today's going to be the worst day you ever had? Are you telling yourself that nothing's going to work out? She can get that, but I can't. Things work out for those kinds of people, but not for me because I'm this kind of person. Whatever you say to yourself, you're going to make real. I understand there may be certain things in place to discourage other people. I understand other people, it may seem like they have more of an advantage than you, but it's all in your mind. They only have more of an advantage than you in your own mind. You are defeated in your mind when it seems like can do better than you and when people can do something that you can't. If you feel that anybody could do something that you can't, you're defeated. When you see the successful people whose life you would like to have for yourself, oh, that's for him. That's only for her. Only they can do that. You're defeated. Don't let their shiny things get to you. They only show people with the shiny things, and they only show people with the large amounts of money. They're not going to show you them starting from the bottom. They're not going to show you all the blood, sweat, and tears they put into making that album. They're not going to show you all the times they crumbled up pieces of paper, stormed out the studio, went home without completing their project, came back the next day, still didn't get any further. They're not going to show you that, all the failed attempts. They're not going to show you that. They have to make it look like it's inaccessible to you. They have to make it look like you'll never be able to achieve that yourself. They have to, because that way they can keep you discouraged, and that way it won't be they'll have people to control. It won't be people becoming successful and breaking the system down, and a new one will be created. If everybody was to do for themselves, certain systems that are put in place wouldn't be needed. That's why you have to do for yourself. You have to do something to have something. All right? You have to do something so you can have something. And until you do something, you're not going to have anything. All right, I know that may be a hard pill to swallow, but until you do something, you will not have anything. You have to do something. Even if you're unemployed, you got to do something. You shouldn't just be sitting around not doing anything. Start a lemonade stand, sell hot dogs, sell potato salad. I mean, you better be making the best potato salad on the block. I know you make some fire potato salad. I know you make some fire lemonade, some fire limeade, some fire orangeade. I know it's something that you can do. So you have to use that time. Whose yard can you go cut? How many yards can you go cut? What can you go do for somebody else? What can you do right now to make you some money? Wash some windows. Clean somebody's house. Start you a cleaning business. I don't care what you got to do, as long as you believe in it. A lot of people are discouraged and don't want to be humiliated. They don't want to go through the process of getting turned down and getting told no. You know how many people could go be successful and start their own business right now, but they're too afraid of what other people are going to say. They're too afraid about how other people are going to laugh at them. They're too afraid about what somebody's opinion is going to be over their own. What are you cleaning windows for? Didn't you have a job where you had a 401k and you did that? I want to start my own window cleaning company. I want to go into business for myself. Ha 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 ha. You're silly. You just left a great job and now you're going to be doing this. You're going to be making less money. But I have more time to myself. I'm more free. I can still take care of my finances. I can still take care of myself. I can still take care of my responsibilities. So what is it to you? Oh, well, yeah, exactly. You just don't want to see me with my own company. You don't want to see me being able to make money for myself. You don't want to see me work my way up, but you don't want to see me use my mind and believe in myself because you didn't believe in yourself and you didn't use your mind and you didn't grow and you didn't facilitate the best of your faculties. All right, you got to facilitate the best of your faculties. Whatever your faculties are, whatever you're good at, you got to facilitate that within you. You got to use that to the best of your ability. You got to profit off of whatever gift God gave you, because that's why he gave it to you. Even if it's down to making some lemonade, even if it's down to selling hot dogs, even if it's down to selling potato salad. You better become good at something. I know it's something you can make. Make a pie, make some cookies, do something. Don't just sit around not doing anything. People gonna be looking at you crazy, and they should, because you sitting there wasting away not doing anything. You gotta do something. We all gotta do something. Everybody gotta do something. You gotta do something so that way you can have something, because the longer you sit around not doing anything, even if you're unemployed, do something. When you get something started, when you get a job, now you got 2 jobs. Now you got 2 hustles. Now you got 2 muscles. All right. You can make the amount of money that you want from the amount of time and energy and hustle that you put into anything. I said you can make the amount of money that you want when you put in the amount of time and hustle and energy that you want out of something. That's the secret. You got to be able to put in the same amount of time and energy that you want out of it. If you want $1 million, you got to put in $1 million. You want to start your own business, you got to put in the same energy to actually start your own business and have it and become successful so it could thrive. You got to believe in your ability to have what you want, be what you want, and do what you want. Everybody else is doing that. These people out here, they not that smart. They're not that great. Half of them be doing the work, and you got to call them back because it's not even good enough. And they still thriving. They still got their business. So what is stopping you besides your own self and your own head and your own mind? Stop doubting yourself. The more you doubt yourself, the longer it's going to take you to do it. The more you're going to procrastinate. These other people aren't. There's somebody right now that's not even as good as you, but they got courage. There's somebody out there that's not even as great as you, but they got the faith that they are. There's somebody out there that you would blow out of the water. You would make what they're doing look minuscule, but they still believe in themselves. They said, you know what? I'm not that great. I'm still gonna go out and do it. I know there's somebody better than me. I'm still gonna go out and do it. I know somebody might blow me out the water. I'm still gonna go do it, because I want it bad enough. It all boils down to how bad do you want success? How bad do you want financial freedom? How bad do you want to not have to work at that job? You want to be able to have more time. I understand. You want to be able to go on vacations. I understand. You want to be able to live the life of your dreams. I understand. I overstand. I was in a restaurant earlier today, and I saw someone that looked like they didn't even want to be there. I said, yo, you meet no one but yourself. I said, if that ain't Druull, I don't know what is. This dude looked so drained and so tired, and he looked like he didn't even want to be there. I said, yo, man, that was me. I said, that was me. When I had a job like that, and I used to work jobs like that, that was me. So that's why I couldn't do it anymore. I had to find something different. I had to find something that was more me. A lot of people are unhappy because they're not doing what is them. You're doing what is for somebody else. When you're doing what's for somebody else, you're going to be unhappy. You have to do more of what is for you, so that way you can lean more towards your goals. That way you can lean more towards your dream and what you want out of life. Stop doing things because it was the first thing. Stop doing something when you see somebody else do it. Think. Ask yourself, what do I want? What do I like? What do I want to get out of life? And you have to consider that and put yourself first. You have to make your dream become a reality, even if it's a start, even if it's small, even if it's not as big. You got to do something. You have to put some type of effort in. You have to show the universe that you believe in yourself and your abilities and everything that it gave you and instilled in you some way, somehow. You have to. All right, you have to let God know that you know who He made. God created you. Show Him. God created you. You gotta let Him know. You gotta be a reflection. You should be a reflection of your Creator. God said, let there be. You need to be speaking into your existence, doing the same thing. Let there be money. Let there be health. Let there be wealth. Let there be success. Let there be clients. Let there be money making ideas. Let there be business money making ideas. Let there be money in my bank account. Let there be money in all my accounts. Let there be money, endless circulation of everlasting, overflowing, ever flowing money flowing to me now. You have to speak these things every day. You have to say these things every day. Get yourself on the money frequency. When you believe the money frequency and you get yourself on the money frequency, life becomes easier. You can have a never-ending supply of money. You just have to keep speaking it into your existence and keep seeing it into your existence, and the universe will create that reality for you. I'm doing it for myself. I suggest you do it for yourself. One day y'all gonna come on this channel and be like, yo, he on the money frequency. I'm already on it now, and I'm naming it, and I'm claiming it, and I'm putting that into existence now. I'm on the money frequency. One day y'all gonna be like, whoa. All right, I'm telling you. So, hop on board for yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in your ability. I believe in myself. Like Michael Jackson said, he said, I believe in me. You believe in you. You got to believe in you. Doesn't matter what they say is hard. Doesn't matter if they say it's difficult. People will say things are hard when they don't even want to try. You don't even know what these people are talking about is hard, so don't even agree with them. What's hard for them might be easy for you. And you know it is, and they know it is too. But they have to try to get you to think like them. They have to try to get you to think like them. They have to try to get you to think like them because they are upset, God's child. They're upset at themselves because you see better for yourself. You see better for yourself. You see better than than what you have. You see better than what they have. You see better than what everybody have. If somebody be having everything and you still see yourself doing better than them, you know how that makes people feel? They are upset about it because you have a larger mindset. You have a bigger mind. You have a bigger reality that you see for yourself than they see for you. They want you to be small-minded like them. They don't want you to think big. They want you to think, I'll just settle for less. I'll just settle for this. I'll settle for that. Don't settle. Don't settle. You know there's more out there for you. You know God has something greater out there for you. You know He wants to bless you with something better. He always does, and He always will. God's got something great, and God's got something in store for you, and you know He does. So when people come along and try to make you think different, don't think different. Keep thinking your thoughts of good. Keep thinking your thoughts of prosperity. Keep thinking positive thoughts that are going to bring money into your life. Don't let these people cut off your money switch. All right, their money switch is cut off. They're cut off from their good because they cut themselves off from their good. You got good demons out here looking for people who are attached to better things, and they want to detach you from those things. They don't want you to have good. They don't want you to see good for yourself. You see yourself getting a car, they'll tell you can't have it. You see yourself living in a particular type of home, they'll tell you you'll never get it. Things are looking better for you. Things are looking up for you. They're going to try to make you think backwards. You were just in a worse position than you are now. And because you got something now, they want to put you down for what you have now. Before they were talking about you, saying bad things about you, saying you didn't do this. You're lazy. You won't do that. He can't keep this. He won't do that. Now you got something, and they want to be like, oh, why would you take that? Why would you do that? Why do you think that? That's going to that blah blah. Who cares what they have to say? What they have to say does not matter. You trust God and believe in God and continue to put Him first. Put yourself first. Putting yourself first is putting God first. These people and their opinions are you. If you believe in them, you're going to get lost out here. Oh, well, I think I know, and I'm going to tell you because this and that. Yo, you talking to the wrong person. I'm not going to believe a word you say. You're not going to make it difficult for me because it's difficult for you. I'm looking at you and I see why it's hard. I see why it's difficult. It's because you're thinking that way, and that's what you're telling yourself. That's what you're communicating to your subconscious mind. You're going to sleep telling yourself, oh man, I ain't going to be nothing. It's hard. You're waking up in the morning, oh man, it's hard. I ain't going to be nothing. That's your life. That's your reality. What you tell yourself before you go to sleep, what you tell yourself when you wake up in the morning, you create that throughout your day, the very next day. When you go to sleep, what you tell yourself, your mind works to bring people, things, opportunities, circumstances to create what you tell it before you go to sleep. So when you go to sleep believing in yourself, your mind is going to bring all the people for all the right reasons. Your mind is going to bring every right circumstance, every right situation, and every right opportunity to you. It's going to draw it to you like a magnet. When you tell yourself things in the morning and you tell yourself things at night, you are magnetizing yourself for your good. And that's why you see yourself being better. You're doing all of these things that people aren't doing. You're visualizing, you're manifesting, you're praying, you're affirming. You're affirming the reality you want. You're praying for the reality that you want. You're speaking it into existence. You're seeing it into existence. You're feeling it into existence. People who want what they want, they're not getting the feeling of it. People who want what they want, they're not getting the idea of it in their mind that they can have it. They're just saying it's too hard and giving up. I'm telling you, they're seeing everybody with all these fancy, shiny things, and they're not showing them how much work they put in to get that, and they're screwing people's heads up. They think people are just supposed to turn on their phone and I'm rich. They think people are just supposed to turn on their phone and I'm icy. Diamond chain, new house, car, bag of money. You have to work for the reality that you want. Anything is obtainable, but it don't come just because you want it to come. It will come if you want it bad enough. You have to want all aspects of your dream. You have to want to put in the work. You have to want to do the work. You gotta want to sweat. You gotta want to cry. You gotta want to get frustrated. You gotta want to break something. You gotta be crazy enough to get what you want. You gotta fail to get what you want. You gotta lose to get what you want. You gotta be hurt. You gotta suck. You gotta not be good. It's so many stages to get into success. You like, people don't even know what you got to go through. You got to fail 1,000,000,000 times before you get a breakthrough. You know how many times you got to do something before something good happens? You know how many times those soccer players practice that kick to score that goal, that winning goal? You know how many times Tony Hawk had to practice that trick on that skateboard before he landed it? You know how many times Brett Favre had to throw that ball? Like, bro, you have to practice what you want to be good at to where you, without a doubt, know that success is yours. When you do this, you're going to bring money into your life. You're going to bring money into other people's lives. You're going to be able to help yourself so you can help others. And that's why they're mad, because you see yourself as bigger. They don't see themselves as bigger. They see themselves as a little teeny tiny thing. They see themselves as only being able to get what the world wants to give them. They only see themselves being able to get as what a manager could give them. And they want you to think the same way. They want you to only think that you can get what the welfare system has to give you. You know you deserve more than that. You can get whatever it is you want out here. But people are upset because you see yourself having more. They're always mad at the person who believes that they can have it. People love to see successful people with things, but don't you believe that you can have it? They're gonna be mad at you like you already got it. Oh, this person thinks they can. You dang right, I think I can. Isn't that what that book told me when I was 2 years old? I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. That stuff stuck with me. I was looking at that book. I'm like, whoa, I think I can. They done closed the book up on me. All right, that's enough. Wait a minute, I'm only 3. Go outside. What are you talking about? It's playtime. The other kids are still reading. Get out of here. Teacher, what you treat me like that for? I don't know. Like, yo, what? Yo, it's real for chosen ones. Hide that book. Like, you go in the book and try to look for the I Think I Can book. It ain't there no more. Like, wait a minute. What happened to my book? That book's not here anymore, honey. I bet it's not. What was that? Nothing. You heard me. I said, I bet it's not. Like, yo, they be attacking kids. They don't want you to think you can as a kid. They gave the wrong one that book. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. It's simple and it's basic and it's profound. Some of us need to go back and read that book. I think I can. All you have to do is think you can. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. We ain't gonna never stop saying that on this channel. It has to start in your mind first. It has to start in your mind. When you see yourself being able to do something, you're gonna attack it. When you see yourself being able to have something, you're gonna own it. Other people may do it, but yo, you're gonna be like, man, they don't do it like I do it. I do it my way. I got my own little spin on it. I got my own little taste. I got my own little drizzle that I put on things. I got my own little sauce. It's because you put in so much time and effort. People are going to be able to see it. People are going to be able to take notice. They're going to be like, wow, this is something that she does. Look at those braids. Smell those cookies. Look at that pie. Look at that house she built. Look at that car she built. Look at that design she came up with for that car. That was her. She created the new Lamborghini. She did that. For real? Yes. I watched her draw it up. Wouldn't have had no design like that if it wasn't for her. She wrote that book. Yeah, who? Her? Yeah, she wrote it. Book is fire. Just listen, Leo. She's like the lady who created the Matrix. You better check her out. There's nothing that we can't do. Nothing that we can't do. Don't let welfare discourage you. Don't let the world mind discourage you. Don't let unemployment discourage you. All right, don't let joblessness discourage you. Don't let homelessness discourage you. Carlessness. Don't let any lessness discourage you. Because what you see for yourself, I guarantee you, if you see it for yourself and you don't let it go out your mind, you'll have it. All right, to him who hath, it shall be given. And whatever you have in your mind, that's what's going to be given to you. You just got to get the right things in your mind and get the wrong things out of it. That's why we have repetition. That's why we program our minds. That's why we study. You can study your way out of poverty. I don't know why everybody's not doing that. I'm studying my way out of poverty, and you should too. That's why when you study yourself out of poverty, you will become one of God's children that see themselves being bigger than they are. Other people are going to be upset. Too bad. They're going to have to be upset because what God has for you, the world can't take it away. That vision God gave you, they can't take it away. They could be mad about it, but they can't take it away. They could try to stop you from pursuing your goals, but they can't stop you from having that vision in your mind. They can't stop you from seeing what God put in your head. God put in your head that you can have whatever your heart desires. All you got to do is worship Him in honesty and in truth, and walk in righteousness, walk in peace, and walk in the light. When you walk in the light, when you walk in honesty, when you walk in truth, when you obey God and you put him first by putting yourself first and not believing what other people say, but not believing man, believing God's word, and you have a good understanding, even if it's a little bit of understanding. A little bit of understanding will do you better. God says you have to have the faith of a mustard seed. You could open up one passage, read it out the Bible, say it to yourself 1,000,000 times, and it'd be better than you not even opening up the Bible once and not learning anything. Some people read the whole Bible, still haven't learned a damn thing. All you got to do is look at your life. Look at what Jesus said. He said you could do what I did and greater. You got to take your life. You got to take your mind. You got to take what Jesus said, and you got to hold on to that. I can do what Jesus did and greater. I remember just sitting in the bathroom. Bible was on the bathroom little curio shelf thing, all little lotions and soaps and stuff. I grabbed the Bible. I crack it open. I look. It says you could do what I did and greater. I'm in like 7th, 8th grade, just bored, not knowing what to do. God said, go in that bathroom and open that Bible, young man. I didn't know it. I went in that bathroom, was bored, opened that Bible, said, you can do what I did and greater. I said, whoa, I could be like Jesus? I'm like, they're not telling me this. I'm like, ain't nobody tell me that. You could do what he did and greater. I'm in the bathroom knowing that I'm Jesus, feeling good about it. And then because of conditioning from the church, I'm like, oh, I don't want to go to hell. Let me not tell myself that I'm Jesus. I don't want nothing bad to happen to me. That's why people's minds are out here destroyed. There's only one source. There's only one energy. People out here got all types of schizophrenias and mental issues because they think is more than one. It's only one source. It's all God. You are God. You are Jesus. That alone will heal you. They got people out here walking around thinking they Tom, Dick, and Harry, when Tom, Dick, and Harry need to know that they're Jesus. Tom, Dick, and Harry need to know that he's God in his life. The only God he gonna experience is him. Only Jesus he gonna experience is him. You gotta experience God in you, and you gotta trust and believe in the God in you, because God put his spirit in you. When you trust him and when you believe in that spirit, you're believing in God. When you trust in that spirit and you believe in that spirit, that is the true worship and the true belief of the Heavenly Father and his one Son. That is your divine relationship with God. That is your unity with God, the fact that you are him. He loves you, and you experience him through your own being in this life. How else are you going to experience God but through your very own soul and spirit and mind and heart and body? So you can't let anybody else try to program you or tell you about your own experience when you only can experience God through you and nothing else and no one else. How you think you get the Holy Spirit? You don't get it from another man. You don't get it from another person. You get the Holy Spirit from God up above. You get the Holy Spirit through your divine one-ship sonship. That's the divine presence. That's your divine knowing that you have God in your life and you are connected to him. Your mind is God's mind. Your thoughts are God's thoughts. You think like Jesus. Don't be afraid to say these things to yourself. You're not saying you are the second coming. You're not saying that you are the Christ. You're not saying that you're not saying that you is God. You're saying that you are God. You're saying that I am God. I am Jesus. You are a part of the whole, and the whole is a part of you. So don't let these people discourage you with their lack of understanding. When you look in the Bible, it'll tell you that you are God and that you are Jesus. It says it in plain sight. You could do what I did and greater. If that doesn't tell you that you are God and you are Jesus, I don't know what to say. But what I will say is, I'd like to thank you for watching this video, smashing that like button, smashing that share button, not forgetting to hit the subscribe button, and shout out to the Druuill Nation, shout out to the Galactic family, and shout out to the Chosen Vessels. I'll see all you amazing, intelligent, motivated people in the next video. All right? Let's get it. Druuill out.